Good morning, everybody. It was a smoky day yesterday as we had a prescribed burn out across central Grant Parish. And that smoke just came on down from the north to the south, and I could see it blowing across the camera. I could smell it. You could. We all talked about it and showed it to you on radar. And it looks like, at least I checked the Facebook page for the Kisatchie National Forest. Sorry, I got something in my eye. And I don't see one scheduled for today. I know that can mess with people's allergies and all that good stuff. I do have a featured sponsor for this week, and that is going to be Ward Electric. Why did I pick them out of the hat? Because I am getting, I believe it's going to be this week, a whole house generator installed. Now, why would I do that? I mean, I can survive. If we have a hurricane come through, I just plug the little generator into the freezers and then I sit in here and sweat. Well, I want to be seamless with this weather operation. So if the power goes out, which, it tends to happen when weather's crazy, I realize this is a very important thing, and I knew my wife would not let me live it down if I lost power in the middle of a weather stream. So we have that going in this week or next week, something like that. So Ward Electric, get a hold of them. They are on the app if you would like to go there. That's actually cooler if you do that. Then it looks cool. Like they're like, wow, all these people are clicking it. So if you want to get a hold of them, go to the app. They are an app sponsor. And it makes me think, I love using the sponsors. I love the fact that they help me out. Remember, these local businesses, they're the ones that are going to sponsor your ball teams and do that kind of stuff for you. So you look out at the big stuff and everything. These local companies, they're the ones that help you. So help them out. Support them. If you see their logo on anything, support them, help them. Hey, all right, cool. So we got below freezing again. I saw some reports in the subscriber chat of lows down to 25. We were 29 at the airport. It was 32 at 8. It's now 41 degrees looking outside. It is pretty much clear, just a little haze on the horizon. But again, no smoke for today. So temperatures 37 to 45 right now. We are warming up quickly, and we will do that today with temperatures up in the low 60s, it looks like, for highs. Radar is pretty much just shoving everything off to the east or way out to the west. The cool new weather term is atmospheric river, and that is actually causing something rare in California today. I will show you that. You can see the pink out there. Those are winter storm warnings, so lots of snow and craziness out there. Again, we will talk about that briefly in just a second. Just a note of interest. For today, we clear out. We'll see highs in the low to mid 60s. It's going to be comfortable out there and taking you on that temperature track through the day. We get up into the low 60s quickly. We cool off quickly, but I think we stay above freezing tonight. We'll see some upper 30s, low 40s in the area. So it looks like the freezes are over for now. I'm not saying it's over for the year. Remember, mid-March is our average last freeze in central Louisiana. Of course, it's a little bit later as you go north, a little bit sooner as you go down south toward I-10. So we'll be watching the thermometer closely, but here's what the GFS shows. We have to go out far to find anything, and I have to pause it at exactly the right time to show you that we have a couple of sprinkles maybe on Thursday. Rain chances only about 20-30% there, and totals will be light, but that's the only thing for the next 7 days. Now I'm going to play out the rest of the string here. Big storm coming into the west there, and then it just kind of remains to be seen what's going to happen with this thing, because this is, again, pretty far out. But I do think in like 8 to 10 days, we could get this storm system. The jet stream pattern is going to be favorable to have some instability. So it's possible we get some thunderstorms and possibly, something to look into further out in the future. But for right now, there's just nothing coherent and close and something that I can tell you is going to happen. Now, this is the severe outlook. Here's your interesting thing. Who really cares about what's going on out west? Well, it's something interesting, and there's nothing going on right now. In the Central Valley of California, I don't know if I've seen a slight risk of severe thunderstorms there ever, but they do have one today and a risk for tornadoes out that way. So an uncommon experience, and I'm sure everyone's going to be firing up the chase vehicles out there. Rainfall outlook through Sunday. No one's firing up any chase vehicles around here because it is going to be pretty much dry. I think we get a couple of hundreds, on Thursday, but that's going to be about it. So here is what the 7-day forecast looks like. Rain chances about 20% on Thursday. It looks really nice, though. Look at this. Temperatures mainly after today in the 70s, and overnight lows come up above freezing. So that's some good news for you. We'll look a little bit further out into the future. And oh my goodness, it's going to be very warm to end February and to start March. We're going to stay very toasty out there. The eastern 3/4 of the country, again, we get that big trough out west, and that's going to provide a southwesterly flow. Could bring some storms to the area, but it's definitely going to bring some warmth and instability variability out there. So we will see kind of a transition to spring. We see the potential for above normal precipitation, at least pretty close to the area. But again, I think this is going to be in the last half of this. So as we get into March, that's when we're going to see things start to pick up once again. But for now, for the next like 8 or 9 days, there's just nothing too crazy going on. Let's see what we've got. Whole house generators are good for more than hurricanes. Hey, yeah, exactly. And that's what I was like, I talk about hurricanes and the crazy weather, but yeah, a squirrel might get up on the transformer and, knock things out. We don't want to be sitting here in live coverage of anything and then get knocked off the air. So this is going to help that. And I want to make this like a full on thing here. I mean, I want this to be something where we're as dependable as anything out there. So yes, we are going to have that running. So the internet's all good and everything's, it looks like at least if they get it in this week, that's going to be good news because we are going to not see any crazy weather. So by the time it's installed, yes, if we have anything like severe coming through, we'll be able to take care of that. Also, and this is another note I forgot to mention, if you are doing something like you're going to get a whole house generator going, this is the time to do it. Everybody thinks about this stuff, and I know it's not like financially you might be like, well, I don't have the money to just do that. Well, I get it, but like this is the time of year where it's not busy. Everybody wants them when the hurricane season starts. Everybody wants them when things are getting wild and crazy in the tropics out there, which it could be a very busy hurricane season, just looking at the long-range forecast here. They do have the option for 0% financing. Still have something in my ear. So that's another thing. So you can stretch that out over like 18 months or something like that. And that's what I'm doing. How about that? All right. I'm going to get out of here. Enough about my finances. I will see you back here tomorrow, though. It's been fun.